guys? It's Lakia Mac, your Investie Bestie, and I have one question. Did you miss me? Because I've missed you. Okay, I know I have not been posting as much as I actually committed to doing, and I do sincerely apologize for that. However, I have not been feeling like myself. I've been very not as healthy as I should be. That's not why I'm here today. And actually, I'm not even here today to bore you with like real estate stats and all that good stuff. I want you to relax, like my shirt says. I actually want to tell you something that I have noticed the past almost year that I've been an agent. Can y'all believe your Investie Bestie is coming up on a year? I need to break down the stats of like what I've sold. I'm not gonna break down like how much I made because honestly, who cares, right? Nobody really cares about that. I mean, I obviously care because I mean, I want to get my money, but who cares, right? So we're not gonna break that down. But you know what? I think when I hit my 1 year mark, actually, it's coming up. I think I might just do that. But anyway, it's gonna be anticlimactic because I ain't do numbers like that. But that's year 1, baby. Stay tuned for year 2 and year 3 and year 4 and year 50. Anyway, today I am here because one thing that I have noticed since I have become an agent is that I am very, very sensitive to the energies of these homes that I am going into. Now, remember about a month or so ago when I went in that house and that dang old snake was in there and we was looking at each other like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? This may sound weird, but as part of me feels like that snake was some type of protection. I know. Don't beat me up. Hear me out. So I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. Now, as I said in that video before, when I pulled up to that house, I immediately felt like something was off. Something just was not right. And the more I think about it and the more I tell people this story, I realize like, okay, it was a 2-story duplex. So one family could be on the first level, another family can be on the second level. And for some reason in my head, something told me go upstairs first. Or in my head, it was like, let's view the upstairs apartment first. And when I got to the staircase to go upstairs, it was like a glass wall. Like something just stopped me. Like I could not take the first step, right? Fine, that's neither here nor, well, kind of is here and there because it goes into the story. Anyway, I stay on the first level and I go around the corner and I see the snake. Now the snake scared the bejesus out of me, okay? Like the snake scared the crap out of me. And because of that, I tried to do the rest of the tour for my client. Remember, it's a virtual tour for my client that lives out of state. I tried to complete the tour and I just could not do it. Especially when I walked back past that room and that snake was not in the same spot that it was when I passed the room. Your girl was out of there, okay? So in hindsight, I think like, wow, I don't know. And I don't think that it was like a person upstairs, hiding to harm. I don't think like that, but the energy of that house was just completely off. What made me even think about all of this was earlier this week, I was doing another virtual tour for another client, not this snake house client, another client who's also out of state because a lot of my investors, I mean, I guess it makes sense if you live in a state where you have a higher income, you can invest in a state like Georgia where you can get a house for a lot cheaper than where you live. It just, financially just makes sense. Anyway, that's my not so shameless plug. Anyway, I was talking to my client and his wife, a married couple, and the wife says to me like, wow, Lakia, like you're really sensitive to the energies in this house. And the reason why she said that was because after I had toured the house with them and I did a FaceTime video with them, I asked them for their opinion and they were like, no, I think it's a little bit more work than what I want to put into the house. So I said to them, oh, I understand, but also something about this house, I don't think this is the one. I'm just not feeling it. It's just something about this house. And so once I got to my car, you know, I locked up everything, got to my car, and I'm still on FaceTime with my clients. And she says to me, Lakia, you're really sensitive to energies of these houses. And I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? You actually have a point. And she's like, yeah, because if you walk into a house and you're not feeling the energy, you'll immediately tell me. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, she said, don't stop doing that. She said, I've already told my husband, who was also on the phone, if she says that she's not feeling the energy in this house, like something's off with this house, we're not buying it. I don't care how cheap it is. I don't care how good it looks. We're not buying it. And that just made me feel so good that my clients actually trust my intuition. And the irony is I never even looked at it from that perspective. So I know this conversation is not like the typical how much money you can make on an investment, how much money I've made flipping XYZ property, how much money I may have lost flipping a property. This is definitely different. But I do take my intuition seriously. I do take my sensitivity towards houses seriously. There are plenty of times I walk into a house and immediately it's like, nope. And I don't know what it is. There was one time I walked into a house and I got to the front door and I'm like, something's off. And then I found out someone had died in that house. I'm not saying nothing more than that. All I'm saying is when I walked into that house, it was off. The energy was off. I just wanted to kind of share something slightly different for this video and let you know that if you decide to take this journey with me, I am definitely going to let you know if the house just doesn't feel right. You don't have to not buy the house because I'm saying that, but I feel like it's my duty to share all information with you. So if you are ready to turn confusion into coins and questions into closed deals, you know what to do. Hit my line. 470-948-5545, baby. Okay? Call, text, send a picture message, whatever you gotta do. Just know that I am your Investie Bestie, and as always, I love you big. Until next time, let's keep turning that confusion into coins and questions into closed deals.